In today's video, I'll be showing 3 of the best ways to get XP in the brand new 1.2 and 1.62 additional Minecraft Bedrock. And guys, these farms range for super beginner friendly all the way up to pro level, and they can get you all the XP you ever need super quickly. And of course, all these methods will work on all Minecraft Bedrock platforms, including MCPE, PS4, Xbox, Nintendo Switch, and Windows 10 edition. So without any further ado, here's everything you need to build the super beginner friendly no lag XP farm. So everything you need to build this farm. So everything on the left side is the items you need to build the farm itself. So that is 8 solid blocks. But guys, make sure to not use any blocks that can be turned into infested blocks by the silverfish. So smooth stone is fine, but some other cobblestone variants can be turned to infested cobblestone, and that's not good. So just use any other blocks. And if you guys want, you can use 6 glass blocks. That's totally optional. If you don't want, you can skip it and use any other blocks of your choice. Then you'll need 2 observers, sand block, cactus block, composter, fence, lever, and a trapdoor of any kind. Then you'll need about 2 to 3 tridents, a bucket of water, and to make the farm run, you'll need a potion of infestation. And for the items in the middle, that is what you'll need to get the armadillo. And you can easily find these armadillos in your closest savanna biome. Then all you need to do is use a lead and some spider eyes to lure them towards you and bring them to your farm. And to help put them inside the farm, you'll need some railroads and some minecarts. And finally, on the right, we have the zombie. You can easily get one at nighttime, but to prevent it from despawning, you'll either need a name tag or an item to give it to hold. So go ahead and grab everything. So once you guys have chosen the spot to build this farm, the first thing you're going to want to do is dig a 3x3 hole just like this and break the whole thing in. Now you're going to want to make it 2 blocks deep like so. Break the block in the center and replace it with a sand block. Now on top of the sand block, place your cactus, and on top of that, go ahead and place down your composter. Now on the other side of the composter, go ahead and place down your solid blocks just like this. And now into one of these sides, we're going to want to bring in our zombie. So to do that, just wait until nighttime. All you're going to want to do is once you see a zombie, just go ahead and lure them into the hole just like this, and get the other one out for now, and just try to push them into the hole. And once you guys have a zombie in the hole, you're just going to want to go ahead and place down some blocks right here and cover it up so it doesn't burn in the daylight. Just like that. And now you're going to want to give it a name tag so it doesn't despawn, or just try give it something to hold, as if you're lucky with the zombie you got, they can be holding something, and if they hold something, they won't despawn. So as you guys saw, this zombie was not only name tagged, but he also picked up the item, which means that he won't despawn. But in your case, you just need to get them to do either one. So if they just hold the item, it's also fine, or if you just give them name tag, that's also okay. But once you guys have covered them up with the solid block, go ahead and remove these other extra blocks, and just go ahead and cover them up with some glass blocks like so. And once you're done with that, go ahead and place another glass block right here, another solid block, a temporary block right here, 2 more glass blocks like so. Break this temporary block and place in our remaining 2 solid blocks on top. And once you're done with this part of the farm, we can get to bringing the armadillos and putting them inside the composter. So to do that, go ahead and place down your rails just like this. Now you're going to want to bring your armadillos close to the farm, and as you guys can see, as soon as they get close to the farm, they'll curl up into a ball like this. So now all you have to do is place down your minecart like so, then just go ahead and push the armadillos into our minecart, and push the minecart into the composter and break the minecart, and they should fall right in. Now all you're going to want to do is just repeat these steps a couple times over and just push them into the farm just like this. I recommend doing about 3 to 4 armadillos, as if not, the world might get way too laggy. But at the end, I'll give you some tips and tricks to prevent too much lag from happening in your servers or any other worlds you're playing on. So just go ahead and push them in, and once you're happy with the amount of armadillos inside the farm, go ahead and remove all these extra blocks like this. Now you're going to want to grab your observers, place a temporary one right there, and place another one. Now you're going to want to make your way up here, break this observer, and place another one right here. So if you guys did everything correctly, as you guys can see, both observers should be facing each other. This little red dot should be flickering on and off real quickly. And now for the next step, all you're going to want to do is place down your lever right here, then place down your fence like this. Now take the water bucket and place it back there, and finally you can place your trapdoor right here. So if you did everything correctly, the trapdoor should be flickering on and off real fast like that. But just stop it for now and open up the trapdoor. And before you use the farm itself, you're going to want to throw on some tridents onto the trapdoor like this. I recommend throwing about 3 to 4 tridents in there if you can, as that will help reduce the lag as well. So once you're happy with the amount of tridents inside, just go ahead and turn on the trident killer. And if you did everything correctly, as you guys can see, the tridents should move to one side and you should hear a specific clicking noise. And that means that the trident killer is on. Make sure that you have your tridents in the trident killer before using this farm, as if you don't have the tridents inside, all the silverfish will just pile up and not die and lag out our world and crash it. So once you guys have the tridents inside, we can get to using the farm itself. So as you guys can see, I'm in survival mode and I have the potions of infestation. You can easily make these potions yourself by just following the instructions on screen, and if you just put those into the brewing stand, you should be able to easily get yourself some potions, and make sure to extend them to be 3 minutes long, as if not you won't get the best effect from this farm. So once you have these potions, all you're going to want to do is make your way to the back side of the farm with this one hole right here, then just go ahead and splash it down like so. And as soon as you do that, the silverfish should start spawning up and dying, and we should get all the XP just like that. So all you have to do now is just wait right here and get all the XP you ever need. So as you guys can see, with just a couple seconds, we're already up to level 12 and the farm is still going strong. So you just have to wait here and get all the XP you ever need. So as you guys can see, just from one potion and a couple minutes of the farm being on, we're already almost at level 30, and you can just reuse this farm as many times as you want and get all the XP you ever need. And guys, here are some tips and tricks to help reduce the lag and also increase the performance of this farm. So obviously it's better to have more armadillos inside the farm, so if you're able to put more than 4 to 5, you can get way more XP from just a single potion. But a drawback in that is that there'll be too much lag. But a simple thing you can do is turn off the particle effect, so that when the silverfish spawn and die, there's not all that lag, and it will really help reduce it. There's actually some mods that I'll link in the description below that will turn off all the particles, so when the silverfish die, there will be no particles and less lag. So even on any device, you should be able to run a couple more silverfish in the farm and get more XP as a result of it. And before we get into the next farm, as you guys can see on screen right now, only about 1.2% of you watching are actually subscribed. So if you guys found this video helpful, please do consider subscribing, as it does mean a lot. And without any further ado, let's get straight into the second farm, perfect for any of you who don't want to get armadillos or don't have any allays nearby, and that is the snow golem zombie XP farm, the farm. So the first thing is you'll need about 20 snow blocks and 10 carved pumpkins. So this is to make the snow golems. After that, you'll need about 42 solid blocks of any kind. You can use any blocks you want except the stone blocks on screen right now, as they can become infested and destroy the farm, so avoid using those. After that, you'll need a comparator, 6 redstone dust, 11 trapdoors of any kind, 1 to 3 tridents, a lever, and a couple buckets of water. So go ahead and grab all these items. So once you guys have everything ready in your hotbar, the first thing you're going to want to do is dig yourself a hole that is 3 blocks wide. Then you're going to want to make it 5 blocks long. Then just go ahead and break the rest in just like this. After that, you should end up with a hole that's 5 by 3. And now once you guys have made the 5 by 3 hole, just go to any of the sides, skip 1 block, and just go ahead and place down all your solid blocks going all the way around just like this. And once you're done with that, place a trapdoor right here, and right here. Then you're going to want to place a temporary block and place your final trapdoor like this to make 4 of them around this central block. Go ahead and remove this temporary block. Now you can go ahead and place water into these 3 blocks right here, or you can just place one right here and on this side, and it should automatically fill the one in the center. So make sure your water looks like this. And once you're done with that, we can go on to the next step, which is to get a zombie into this hole. And now for the next step, you're going to want to wait until it becomes nighttime. Then you're going to want to find yourself a zombie and lure them into the farm and make them jump down here into this hole. But for now, since I'm in creative, I'm just gonna spawn one in the center like this, and as you guys can see, once he falls down, he should get stuck in between these 4 trapdoors and he won't be able to just slide down. And once you got your zombie in there, you're either going to want to give him something to hold like a shovel, and if your zombie is not able to pick up the item, then you're going to have to resort to giving him a name tag. So just grab yourself a name tag like this and then click on him like that, and boom, he shouldn't despawn. And now before it becomes daytime, go ahead and place some temporary blocks right here and then place a solid block on top of his head. Then you can get rid of these 2 blocks. Now we can move on to the next steps. So as you guys can see, it's daytime again and our zombie is fine and he shouldn't despawn. Now you can go ahead and make this wall 2 blocks high all the way around just like this. And once you're done with that, go ahead and place 4 solid blocks like this and an extra one right here. Now you're going to want to bridge this across with some more solid blocks as well. And now you're going to want to place 3 more temporary blocks like so. Then grab yourself some trapdoors and then place them on the top. Make sure that you place them on the top, as if not, you'll have a harder time getting this farm to work. So once you place them on the top, you can get rid of these 3 temporary blocks and then close these down. Now you can go ahead and place down our redstone behind it. Then for the remaining 3 trapdoors, you're going to want to place them like this. Make sure that you're facing away from the farm, and when you open them, they should look like that. And guys, this is super important. And guys, make sure that you do this correctly, as the other position for both these trapdoors needs to be like this. The top one needs to be outwards that way, and the bottom one needs to be closer to that side as well. And when they close, they should be like so. So make sure you do this step correctly, as if not, you'll have a hard time getting the trident killer to work. And the next steps are pretty easy. Place yourself a comparator and make sure you click on it like this to turn on the red light. And once that's on, then just place down your 3 redstone dust like this. And now actually the solid block needs to be back here, right behind our comparator. So just grab your lever and place it right here and turn it on. So as you guys can see, if you did it correctly, you should have a super fast redstone clock, but only for the one in the bottom right here. The top trapdoors should remain just as they are. So once it looks correct, go ahead and turn it off for now, as it's really noisy. And if you guys want, you can go ahead and place down another solid block right here to finish off the look. And now make your way to this side of the farm and break this block right here. And as you guys can see, you should be able to see the zombie right there. And now what you're going to want to do is break this single block and then place down your last trapdoor right right here. Now you can grab some more solid blocks and just build around here like so, and this is where our snow golems will go. So we can only do this step once we have the zombies inside. So make sure you have the zombie first, then we can put the snow golems inside. And to do that, go ahead and place 2 snow blocks like this and place a carved pumpkin on top, and just like that he should fall down and automatically lock onto the zombie and start hitting the zombie like that. But as you guys can see, it looks like the zombie is taking damage, but he's not. Since he's only being shot by snowballs, he'll never die, but it'll still count as him taking damage, so we'll still get silverfish. So once you're done making sure the zombie gets hit, just go ahead and make as many snow golems as you want. And guys, the more snow golems you have, the faster the farm will be. So that's what I mean by increasing the rates. And if you just sit here and put like 20 of them, you'll get a lot more. So I recommend doing as many as you can, as all of these snow golems will shoot the zombie at the same time and do a lot of damage and get more silverfish to spawn. And guys, you might find that over time, these snow golems start locking onto each other and not the zombie. So if that ever happens, all you have to do is just kill them and reset it by placing them back down. I recommend having anywhere between 20 to 40 snow golems, as they really make the farm super fast. And once you're done with that and make sure that the zombie gets hit like that, we can move on to finishing off the trident killer. So to do that, all you're going to want to do is aim away and then pull back your trident and shoot into the trapdoors like this. So once you're done shooting a trident into all 3 trapdoors, you're just going to want to open up the trapdoor just like that. And as you guys can see, these 3 tridents will fall into the corner of that block, and that is super important, as later when the silverfish spawn, they'll make their way to that top corner right there. So it's really important that these 3 tridents are as close to that block as possible. And after that, just flick on the trident killer, and as you guys can see, they should go in a line just like that. And if you did it correctly, it should look just like this. So once you've made sure your trident killer works, you can go ahead and close these trapdoors up. And guys, to prevent the snow golems from dying when it rains, you can go ahead and place a solid block on top. And just like that, the farm is actually complete. Now I'll show you how you can use it, and I'll give you some tips to reducing your lag. So once you guys have the farm ready, just make sure to turn on the trident killer like this. Then you're going to want to grab yourself a potion of infestation. Then just make your way to the top like this and just go ahead and splash it down. And just like that, our zombie should be affected and we should get silverfish spawning, and they should instantly die from the trident. So as you guys can see, I'm in survival mode, and just by standing here, we're getting all the XP from the silverfish. And guys, while the farm is running, I'll tell you some tips and tricks to reduce the lag. So most of the lag comes by buildup of silverfish, and basically when we do kill them, there's a lot of smoke particles and excess particles which will really lag out your realms and server. And to prevent that from happening and becoming a bottleneck, you can download the resource pack in the description below, which will help reduce any particles and help reduce lag in your world and realm, which means that you can actually use even more snow golems while running this farm to make the farm even faster and produce even more silverfish for just 1 potion. And as you guys can see, just in the minute or so that I've been talking, we're already up to level 30. And guys, if you can, for the tridents that you use, try use the ones with impaling. They can kill even more silverfish with just 1 blow, and that will help reduce lag even further. And guys, another tip, the durability that your trident has while throwing does not matter. So it doesn't matter if it's full or if it's about to break. If you just throw it down to the trapdoors, it'll be fine. So I'll just wait right here and show you all the XP we get with just 1 potion. So as you guys can see, I'm up to level 37 already with just 10 snow golems. And obviously if we add more snow golems, we'll get a lot more XP as well. And last but not least, we have one of the most powerful methods out there, and that is the XP glitch. With this glitch, you can get as much XP as you ever need within just a couple minutes. And it's perfect for beginners or even pros. So to do the glitch itself, all you need is a chest, and after that there's actually 2 different methods in which you can get the XP. So the first method is to just get some bottle enchanting. And to get these bottle enchantings, you can either trade with villagers to get them, or you can just go to pillager outpost and raid the chest and get the bottle enchantings. And for the second method, all you need are some enchanted tools or armor, or basically any items with enchantments on them, and a grindstone. And guys, the more enchantments you have, the more XP you'll get. So go ahead and grab all these items. So as you guys can see in my hotbar, I have all of the items. So the first thing you're going to want to do is go ahead and place it on the chest like this. Then you're going to want to make sure you have all the items in your hotbar that you want to duplicate to get the XP. Then just go ahead and press escape and save and quit. And guys, now that you're here, as with any of these glitches, there's always a super tiny chance that something might go wrong. To prevent that from happening, all you're going to want to do is press this pen icon, scroll down here and press the duplicate world button, and within a second you should have a copy of your world. So just in case something does ever go wrong, you can just always go back into the backup and it'll be all good. But for now, go ahead and go back into your world. And now what you're going to want to do is open up the chest and then place in all of the items and start breaking some dirt like this. And guys, make sure to break about 10 pieces of dirt and then force quit out the game as fast as you can. Just like this. Once you've done that, you can go ahead and reopen your Minecraft. And guys, make sure that you actually force quit out the game and not save and quit, as if you save and quit, this glitch will not work. And guys, for the force quitting, if you're doing this on a PC, you can just press Alt F4 or press escape, then go to the top right corner and press the X button. And if you're doing this on a console, all you have to do is go into your home page, click on more options on Minecraft, then press force quit from there. Finally, if you're doing this on a mobile device, all you have to do is go into the recent apps menu and swipe away Minecraft and reopen it. But now that your Minecraft's open, go ahead and go back into your world. And if you did everything correctly, some of the dirt should be missing, and in your hotbar you should have all of the items just like this. And if you open up the chest, boom, we're able to duplicate all of these items that will give us XP. So if you did the first method with the bottle enchantings, all you have to do is just throw them down like this, and boom, just like that, you can get all the XP you ever need. And guys, if you're doing the first method, I recommend keeping at least the original bottle so you can do this glitch again and get more XP forever. And now for those of you who did the second method, the one with the enchantments, all you're going to want to do is go ahead and place down your anvil like this. Then you're going to want to open up the anvil and then place in the item like this and disenchant it. And just like that, just from that one pickaxe, we're able to get 4 levels. And if you do the other one, boom, we're able to get 13 levels within just a couple seconds. And guys, the more enchantment these items have, the more XP you'll get. And of course, if you have a whole inventory of these, you can get as much XP as you need within just a couple seconds. And now I'll show you some tips and tricks for those of you struggling to get this glitch to work. So guys, the first tip is the timing. 10 pieces of dirt might not work for everyone, but you're just going to want to play around with it. So if it's not working, I recommend just adding or subtracting 1 piece of dirt and seeing if that works, as this is just trial and error, as the amount of dirt is specific to each world and device. So for me, I found 9 to 10 works perfectly, but it might not work for you. So I recommend just playing around with it and getting a number that works. And now I'll do it again, but with another method. For this one, you need to break some stone. So make sure it's visible, then just make sure you have everything to duplicate ready in your hotbar, press escape, save and quit. That is a super important step. Make sure that you're actually saving and quitting. If you don't, the glitch will not work. Then just reopen your Minecraft, place in all of the items just like this, then go down here and start breaking this stone block. And guys, as soon as the stone blocks break, you're going to want to force quit out the game, just like that. Then just go ahead and reopen your Minecraft. And if you did everything correctly, you should spawn up here with all of the items in your hotbar. And if you check down here, as you guys can see, the stone is back in its place. And if you open up the chest, just like that, we're able to duplicate all of these items again. And now you can use up all of these extra bottles. And of course, if you did the second method, just disenchant all these items and get the XP that way as well. But guys, with this glitch, it's always about the timing. So I've shown you 2 different methods with the variable amount of dirts or the one with just a single stone block. It's totally up to you which one you choose. If you did the dirt one, I recommend trying between 8 to 10 pieces of dirt. If that doesn't work, vary it even more. But for the stone, 1 piece should be enough. And guys, now that you did the duplication, you can just use up all these bottle enchanting or disenchant all the items and get everything you need and get all the XP you ever need. And yeah guys, that's it. Those are 3 of the best ways to get XP in the brand new 1.21.62 edition of Minecraft Bedrock.